Okay, Ernie Zimmerman, Vietnam vet. Thank you for your service.
Well, thank you very much, but I'll give you an answer to that. When we first came home, nobody thanked us. Everybody was against us, basically. Now it's a whole different world out there.
Thank goodness.
Absolutely.
Yes. So what does Veterans Day mean to you?
Well, most people don't realize they think of Veterans Day and Memorial Day, but they're really two separate days. Veterans Day is for all the veterans in the country. It's for every veteran. Memorial Day is for the people who died in service and stuff like that. And most people don't understand that. They're completely two different holidays. But Veterans Day is very important to me. We have a ceremony over here, which I think is very important. The village of Wellington built this park, which I think is great. I think it's one of the greatest things that they've ever done. And it means a lot.
Excellent. Tell us what you think people who are not veterans that you wish they would know about being a veteran.
Well, in my day, there were a lot of draft dodgers. There was a lot of jobs that were exempt from the draft. If people went to college, they were exempt from the draft. So they went to college, they got jobs that were exempt after they graduated college. Then they didn't like their jobs. That's why a lot of things, say in New York City, went downhill, because you had all the draft dodgers working there who really didn't care about the job, and the draft was over, or they were too old for it now, but they had too much time to leave because they were in the retirement system. And that's why a lot of New Yorkers moved to Florida.
And how many times do you feel like you just barely avoided death while you were in Vietnam?
I would say 365 days, because you're out in the field every day. You never know what's going to happen. It wasn't a war like World War II or World War I or even the Korean War. We had a front line. There were no front lines. This was a guerrilla war. It's like what's going on in Israel now and Gaza. There's no front lines. I could be talking to you now in the daytime, and at nighttime you'd be trying to kill me. So we were in danger every day. We got mortared. We got shots fired at us. Happened all the time.
And what's your motto today for life?
For life? Enjoy it, because when you wake up in the morning, you're ahead of the game. A lot of people went to bed last night. They did not wake up this morning, so we're ahead of the game. Enjoy it. There's so much grief in the world. Every job I had in my life, people didn't like me. So for the rest of my life, I decided only to have fun. I mean, they didn't like me being a veteran. I became a New York City cop. They didn't like that. And I was a code officer in Wellington. They didn't like that either. Now, I'm only here to have a good time. I'm only here to have fun. And that's what I do. I have fun.
Ernie, what's the best day that you had in Vietnam?
I'm going to read it because I wrote it down. It was November 23rd, 1967. It was Thanksgiving Day. And we were eating C rations, K rations. Most of the food we got was leftover food from World War II, because they all had dates on them, so we knew when the food was from. But somehow, a bunch of helicopters flew in turkey to us on Thanksgiving Day. We used to get our food by helicopter, and they even had ice cream. I don't even know where they got the ice cream from, but I would say that was one of the better days I had in Vietnam. It was a surprise. The best day was the day I came home.
Absolutely. Hooray. And thank you again.
Well, thank you.
And I'll see you on Veterans Day.
Okay.